So my dear students, we are dealing with the questions of vector calculus, right? And we have done with 9 consecutive questions. Now it's time to have the question number 10, and the question number 10 is nothing but the directional derivative of a scalar point function. So we have done with the concept of the directional derivative, fine. Then what is the directional derivative? Before going to that, I am just having the example, the question number 10, which is nothing but our good question which is asked in our GATE 2008. The directional derivative for f x y z. So we have a scalar point function because directional derivative is only valid for the scalar point function, and I am having what x square plus 2y square plus z square. This is our scalar point function. Fine. Now we have given with the point 1 1 2, and the point is what 1 1 and 2, and the vector is what 3i minus 4j, and the vector is what 3i minus 4j. So we are having like this. Fine. Now first of all, what is the directional derivative, dear students? The directional derivative is nothing but the vector derivative. I am writing directional. You can write again, the directional derivative is nothing but the vector derivative in a particular direction. So firstly we need to have the direction. So I am having the direction 3i minus 4j. This is nothing but the vector. I need to have only direction. So what is only direction? So what is only direction? A cap is nothing but vector A divided by mod of A. Here you can see 3 and 4, so I am having under root 7, isn't it? No. We are having what? Under root 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square plus 4 square, and the vector is what? 3i minus 4j. So 3 square is 9 and plus 16, 9 plus 16 is 25, so 1 by 5, 3i minus 4j. Good. So this is nothing but our direction. So see, this is only direction. So now the directional derivative is nothing but the vector derivative. So firstly we need to have the vector derivative, dear students. So I am having the scalar point function. So I need to have the vector derivative. So what will be the vector derivative, dear students? The vector derivative is nothing but the gradient. So the gradient of f is nothing but del operator with this function f. Fine. Then what is the value of del operator and f? So I am having what? I del by del x plus j del by del y plus k del by del z. Fine. And the vector point function is what? X square plus 2y square plus z square. This is our vector point function. Check your booklet. Is it your vector point function? X square plus 2y square plus z. Okay. So here I am having only z. Okay, no problem. Right. So now just implement or just apply it. So with respect to x I am having what? I. The differentiation with respect to s is nothing but 2x plus j. Differentiation is respect to y, so 2 and y square, so I am having what? 4y and plus k cap. Differentiation with respect to z is what? 1. Now at point, so I need to have the point 1 comma 1 comma 2. So the gradient of f is equal to, so I need to put here 2 into 1, so this is nothing but 2 I cap plus 4 j cap and plus k cap. So this is nothing but our gradient at point 1 1 2. Finally we need to have the directional derivative. So this is our vector direction and this is our vector derivative. So what will be the directional derivative? So I am writing here directional derivative. Directional derivative is nothing but it is the gradient of f dot d cap. Here d is a. Fine. So 2i plus 4j plus k cap dot 1 by 5 3i minus 4j. 3 to the what? 6 minus 4 4 the 16 divided by 2, sorry, divided by 5. So it is nothing but minus 10 by 5 is what? Minus 2 will be the correct answer. You can say option B. Option B is the fine right answer. So let us have the another question. I am wiping the board. Let us have the another question. Question number 11, dear student. It is really good question for directional derivative. Then I will give you the question to solve, right? So question number 11, see carefully here. So yes, dear students, let us have the question number next. That is question number 11 for you. Again, it's the good question of directional derivative. Fine. It is a good question of directional derivative. The directional derivative of a function fx. First of all, let us have the function first, right? So write down in your copy. fxy is equal to xy divided by root 2 and this. Next is what? Point is what? 1 comma 1. Next is what? The directional of a unit vector. Please note it down. The direction of a unit vector. There is a unit vector, right, at the angle of pi by 4 with y-axis. At the angle of pi by 4 with y-axis, dear students. So this is our question. Fine. Okay. Okay. I am also having tea. This is a good for health because it is a green tea. So also, dear students, for the refreshment, if you are having a long class, then for refreshment you can have a lemon water. If it is a summer, then, or if it is a winter or the spring, then you can take a hot green tea. Fine. For the refreshment of your mind, you can add ginger, you can add what we can say, some tulsi seeds or tulsi leaves. Fine. Okay. Now, so this is the question. We have the function and the point is 1 1, and we have the 45 degree, that means pi by 4 degree with y-axis. Come on, let's start the question. Let's start the question in this sense. What? First of all, we need to find the directional derivative. So what is the directional derivative? Tell me. What is the directional derivative? Directional derivative is nothing but what? Gradient of f dot the unit direction. There is nothing but the directional derivative. Directional derivative is a scalar quantity, right? So there is nothing but directional derivative. So need to find the gradient as well as direction. So here I am having what? X-axis and y-axis. This is what? Y-axis, x-axis, y-axis. So this is our vector which is a 45 degree. So I am having a line which is a 45 degree. So this is nothing but the pi by 4. This is our vector d cap. Fine. At point, so I am having a point here because of the first coordinate, because both x and y are positive. This is x, this is y, this is 0. So this should be 1 1. Okay. Why I am taking 1 1? Because see, this 1 1 should be on this line or on this direction. So if I am having the direction, this 1 1 should be on this. Fine. So if I am having the magnitude, the magnitude is nothing but if I am having the magnitude, so magnitude is nothing but root 2. So that is why, my dear students, if I am having this is what? Theta. So this is base. So I am having what? Cos pi by 4 with j, and here x belongs to I. So I is nothing but the unit direction belongs to x or along with x. So I am having what? Sin pi by 4 into I cap. So total, if I am saying the direction, So what is the direction, dear students? See, it is nothing but the physics you have done in the, what we can say, class 12th physics. You have done with the class 12th, so you have done this side, same topic in physics. So what I'm having is, I'm having what? I'm having d is equal to what? This and this addition. So I'm having sine 45 is nothing but 1 by root 2 I cap plus 1 by root 2 j cap. So dear student, this is nothing but our direction. Fine. So we just need to have the gradient now. So I'm having the gradient. So f is nothing but, it is what? 1 by root 2 x square y plus xy square. Let us have the gradient of f, dear students. So if I am having the gradient of f, there is nothing but del, and gradient is what? Gradient is what? Simple operation, right? General operation, right? General product, right? So what is the del? Del is what? I cap del by del x plus j cap del by del y plus k cap del by del z. Now what is the value of f? F is nothing but 1 by root 2. So I am taking out 1 by root 2. So I am taking 1 by root 2 here, and this is nothing but our x square y plus xy square. So x square y plus xy square. Let us solve. So I am solving it with the black color. I am writing the solution. So here you can see 1 by root 2. It is a vector. So I am having I here, and plus I am having j here, and this is nothing but 1 by root 2 is outside this value. Fine. So with respect to x, what I am having is 2xy plus y square, and here differentiating with respect to y, so I am having is yx square plus with respect to y it is what? 2xy. So let us putting the value, the 0.11 here. So what I am getting is, I am writing here gradient of f at point 1 comma 1 is nothing but what? By putting 1 1, I am having 1 by root 2 outside this value 1, that means 2 plus 1 sorry, oh my god, 2 plus 1 is 3, not 1. So this is what? 3i plus 3j. Fine. So this is what our gradient. Now let us have the directional derivative, dear students. So the directional derivative is nothing but the product of gradient and the direction. So I am having the dd, that means directional derivative, multiply this 2, this multiplied with this, so I am having what? 1 by 2 I and this 3, so 3 plus j in this 3, so I am having 3 plus 3 6 divided by 2 is nothing but 3, which is the correct answer. Let me check. So it is a blank. It is asked in our GATE 2014, and yes, the answer is what? The correct answer is nothing but what? Absolutely correct is nothing but answer our 3. This is our question. So I am giving you the question to solve. Let us solve. Please solve the question I am giving you. Practice, go to practice side and solve question number 7 and 8 right now. Go to practice side, not 8, but yes, solve question number 7 right now. Go to practice and solve question number 7. Now let us start the again workbook question, dear students. So I am having the question number 12. We have done with question number 11, right? So I am having question number 12, question number 13, and again, if my board is supporting me and you people can solve it, we'll apply question number 14, right? So this is for you all. Okay, let's start the question number 12. I am having the question number 12, dear students. A vector p given, a vector p is given. So vector p is nothing but p is equal to x power 3. Vector p is equal to what? X raised to power 3y. I need to zoom it out. Okay, x raised to power 3 y I cap plus minus, fine, okay, minus x square y square j cap minus x square yz k cap. See here ax, ay, az, fine. This all are the unit vector in the direction of x, y and z axis. Fine. So which of the following statements, two solenoidal and irrotational, there are two terms, solenoidal and irrotational, so we need to check the divergence and curl. So my dear students, for solenoidal, what is the case of solenoidal? This question is asked in our GATE 2014-15. Okay, so what do we mean by solenoidal? If the divergence of any vector A is equal to 0, then the vector is referred as solenoidal or incompressible. Fine. Again, irrotational. So if I am saying irrotational, if the curl of vector A or any vector is equal to 0, then it is referred as irrotational vector. We have done with it. Fine, we have done with it. Now firstly we need to find divergence, then we need to find the curl. Let us have the divergence first, because divergence is easy. So D for divergence, and you know D for dot product. So I am having what? Dot product with P. Here the vector is P, so I am having P, no problem at all. So del operator, so del is what? X with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to z dot. So my dear students, in gradient we do not have any dot in cross, in divergence we have dot, and in curl we should have cross product. Fine. So this is our del operator. Now into what is the value of P? It is nothing but x raised to power 3 y I cap minus x square y square j cap plus minus. Okay, no problem, x square y z k cap. So let us have dot product. You all know dot product, and we have done with dot product as well. So I into I is nothing but 1. So multiply this with the respect to x, we need to differentiate it. See, I and I 1 with respect to x, we need to differentiate this. So I am having what? 3 x square y minus with respect to y, so I am having what? 2x square y minus with respect to z, I am having what? X square y. So dear student, here you can see what? Here you can see the magic what? This is nothing but 3x square with minus sign and plus x square y, 3x square y and minus and plus cancel out, I am having 0. So divergence of this is equal to 0. So it should be solenoidal. So I am having a small tick. Yes, this is solenoidal, not neither solenoidal nor, so option solenoidal, that means it can be A and it can be D. So option B and C, there is no B, C. Okay, fine. Now we need to have curl. So I am writing here curl of vector P. So what is curl, dear students? It is nothing but the curl C for cross product of the del operator with P. So I am writing like this. So C for curl, C for cross product. So I am having what? Del operator cross product. So I, J and K, we need to find the del operator's coefficient. So for I am writing del by del x, for J I am writing del by del y, for K I am writing del by del z, and for P it is what? X power 3 y minus x square y square and minus x square y and z. So my dear students, if you can see here directly, then there is no chance to be 0. So it is not equal to 0. Why? Let us have this only. If you are having the coefficient of I, then it is what? Differentiation x square z, and also with respect to z I am having 0. So this term cannot be equal to 0. So that is why you can say in this curl it cannot be equal to 0. So if cannot be equal to 0, so it is not irrotational. So my dear students, you can say option A is absolutely correct, which is the P is solenoidal but not irrotational. So it is not irrotational. Fine. That means there is some rotation. Fine. That means the curl is not equal to 0. Fine. You are getting my point. Let us have the next question. You should solve question number 13. I am giving you the hint first. Del square. What do we mean by del square? Del square is nothing but del dot del. That means I, j, j, k, k, 1. So it is nothing but del square x by del x square. So del square by del y square, del square by del z square, What do we mean by this? It means that we need to differentiate this function 2 times with respect to x, 2 times with respect to y, and 2 times with respect to z, and it is the differentiation. So how, means I will not differentiate it, dear students. So this is your part. Solve question number 13. I will be solving question number 14, which is a very good question for our GATE examination. It is asked in our GATE examination. Let me solve it. Question number 14 I am solving. Fine. Okay. So dear students, we have question number 16, right? So in question number 16 I am having the function. So I am writing the function. Question number 16 I am writing the function fxy is equal to k xy minus x cube y minus xy cube, where k is a real constant, then the directional derivative at point is a unit in a unit vector direction. So we have point 1 and 2, and we have the unit vector direction. It is what? Minus 1 by root 2 I cap minus 1 by root 2 j cap, and the directional derivative is given as 15 upon root 2. Then the value of k, we need to find the value of k. Fine. Now, okay, so what is the directional derivative, dear students? What is the directional? It is again our GATE examinations question. So I am having directional derivative. So what do we mean by directional derivative? It is nothing but what? Gradient of f into the given direction dot product is equal to given as 15 upon under root 2. Now the directional derivative is the gradient of this function, right, multiplied with the given direction. So I am having the gradient. So gradient is nothing but del operators operation on f dot d cap is equal to given as 15 upon root 2. So let us solve this. So I am having the gradient. So you can see here, if I am applying the directional derivative in this function, so this is nothing but differentiation with respect to x. So I am having I cap, complete differentiation with respect to x is ky minus 3x square y minus y power 3. Now plus j cap, differentiation with respect to y. So what I am having is kx minus x power 3 minus x into differentiation with respect to y. So I am having this. Fine. And we do not need to have the k part because we do not have z here. So dot, I am having what? D. D is nothing but this. So I am taking minus common, 1 by root 2 I cap plus 1 by root 2 j cap, which is equal to what? 15 upon under root 2. Now dear students, we need to solve where x and y is nothing but 1 and 2. X and y is nothing but our 1 and 2. Fine. So if I am having here 1 and 2, x and y as a 1 and 2. So this is what? I cap multiplied with this. So I am having what? 1 upon under root 2, and simultaneous, see, I am having the dot product. So 1 by 2 with this, and simultaneously I am putting 1 and 2. So by putting y is equal to 2, so this is nothing but 2k minus 2 into 1 3, this 2 into 1, so I am having what? 2 into 3 6 minus 2 raised to power 3 is what? 8 plus 1 by under root 2 again here, and this is what? Kx. So this is nothing but k minus 1 minus 3 4s are 12, and I am having here 15 upon under root 2. Fine. This 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2 cancel out. So what I am having is, minus is common, 2k, see 2k minus, let us solve 2k minus 8 plus 6 14, fine, minus minus this one is plus, minus 13 and is equal to 15, so it is nothing but minus 15 as I am taking this minus that side. So it is what, k plus 2k is nothing but 3k, minus 14 and minus 13 is what, 27, so is equal to what, 15 minus 15 plus 27. You are getting my point, right? Because this is minus 27. So let us solve here. 3k is equal to 15, 27 minus 15, or we can say 27 minus 15 is equal to what? 27 minus 15 is what? It is 12. So I am writing here 12. It is 12, right? 7, 2 and this is 1. So what is the value of k? K is nothing but 4. So dear students, k, the value of k is 4 for question number 16. Question number 16, the value of k is 4, which is a correct answer. It is a numerical answer type question, dear students, right? Now what you need to solve, we just have the idea about the gradient, we just have the idea about the curl, divergence, directional derivative, dear students, right? Also we have the important point, this is nothing but dc is equal to 0, Hana? dc is equal to 0, fine, dc is equal to 0 and what, cg is equal to 0. This two value is 0, that means divergence of curl of any vector is equal to 0, also curl of gradient of any scalar is equal to 0. So this also important point, dear students, right? So now it is time to have the integral part, that means vector integral calculus. So I am moving to the next topic. This is nothing but vector integral calculus, which is really very important for electronics, electrical branch especially, for IN branch especially. And yes, but this time in from GATE 2019-20, in this 2 year in mechanical and civil, it is also asked to evaluate the vector integral calculus or vector integration, my dear students, right? So vector integral calculus is important for all the branches, you can say, fine. But yes, before 2018 or 2019, I was since I was teaching from GATE 2012, that means I am teaching from 2011, I was teaching for GATE 2012. So at that time the students from mechanical and civil, I was saying always that the differential part is important for mechanical and civil and integral part is important for instrumentation, electrical and electronics. But this time you can say it is the integral part is very important for all the branches. So this part is very important for all the branches, right, including in fact chemical also. So this is important, right? So I am wiping the board, starting the new topic with a new class. So I will be shooting the vector integral calculus in Bhilai and I am here in my home. So I will be solving the question of vector integral calculus in my home and the theory part, so that we have the big board will elaborate the theory part in the Bhilai classroom, right? Okay dear students, so let's start the next lecture, that is vector integral calculus.